Hi, Professor Berman. I apologize again about needing to do a webcam, and I hope it's okay that it's just my face. But I will present my speech to you right now. My proposition was negative for Nickelodeon should not follow Disney's lead and stop advertising junk food to children, so it should continue advertising to children. Cartoons and kids shows have a huge influence on the children watching it, so networks have to be very careful about what they show. With young minds so influenced, content has to be appropriate but still appealing. Food companies know that kids demand and want anything that appeals to them, which is why toys come with meals or advertisements are colorful or funny. Though Disney removed advertisements for alluring companies that are unhealthy, Nickelodeon should not. Kids are naturally introduced to sweets and fast food out of reward or convenience. Though the food may be incredibly unhealthy, the first time it's consumed, it's remembered. In Fred Duncan's article from 2013 about why the brain loves junk food, he explains that the initial taste of junk food stays with you. It's powerful. It almost is like a drug. Later on, a person will remember that pleasurable experience and then crave the same thing another time. Kids are people too. They remember and crave the flavor they experienced and will want it again someday. If they're having a bad day, they may see an advertisement for Cheetos and remember the orange powder on their fingers. Food can be a simple and easy pick me up for a kid, and most of the time, kids are excited and happy anyways. Also, kids are not always hungry. Having to stop advertising for junk food just kind of seems mundane. You could definitely continue because kids won't want to eat all the time. If a kid is sitting down to watch cartoons and gets hungry, the mom should announce that they're preparing for dinner. The parenting plays the largest role in the effectiveness of the advertisement. Also, advertising is short and unimportant. When I was a kid, I had a remote with a back button, so I could punch in channel 58, which for me was Cartoon Network, and channel 59, which is Nickelodeon. And if there was an advertisement on anything, I would just press the back button and switch it. If both shows were at a commercial break, I would get up and find something else to do. And I'm sure that I was not the only kid that did that, which is to my next point that kids can't focus for that long. No matter how interesting an advertisement may be, if something more interesting is placed in front of them, it makes the previous item unimportant. In Brian Keller's 2014 article, The Future of Advertising If Kids Don't Care, We Have None, has several reported conversations with kids asking about advertising. One that stood out in particular was when a kid was asked about his favorite advertisement. He answered Doritos. And yes, that is a junk food, but his reasoning was not because of the food at all, it was because of the aesthetic placed behind it to make it desirable, which was a time machine. The food was remembered, but something else was much more memorable in the end. Overall, it's not bad to advertise something bad. It isn't advertising junk and isn't advertising junk food to kids the same as advertising alcohol to adults? Networks advertise things that people will purchase once in a while. That's why they're ads. Content is just enhanced versions of everyday things that people already own. You may have a car, but there's a newer car on TV. You may have dinner in front of you, but there's a sizzling steak on the screen. A child wouldn't be eating junk food every day. It's not an issue that network advertises something sweet or salty. And that's the end of my speech. Thank you. I hope that this will go well. I really appreciate the extra push for my grade. Please email me sometime tomorrow. I'll try to be on my computer most of the day. Thank you.